Good morning. I'm Pranab Prakhar. Let's take a look at newspapers headlines published from Delhi today. First, the Hindu newspaper. It says, panel headed by Vinod Rai to oversee BCCI's affair. The long-standing dispute over BCCI and Supreme Court tussle is now getting into shape, with Supreme Court appointing a 4-member board to oversee BCCI's affair. It will administer the cricket body till Lodha reforms are fully enforced. In another news, Supreme Court refuses government plea to stop hearing on judicial vacancies. We cannot run away from our cause, the Chief Justice told the Attorney General. Attorney General is quoted in the paper saying Supreme Court should delay in judicial appointments in high courts on its administrative side and not lend the weight to public interest petitions. In another story, economy not in good shape, says Manmohan, but then who listens to former Prime Minister Manmohan saying? Today the budget session is beginning and there will be a first budget session on a preponed date of 1st of February. Patnaik to be next Delhi police chief. Superseding 2 seniors in running for the job, Amulya Kumar Patnaik, a 1985 batch IPS officer, was appointed the next Delhi Police Commissioner. Having become a police chief at a relatively younger age of 57, Mr. Patnaik will have one of the longest tenure till January 2020, when he is scheduled to retire. He replaces Alok Kumar Verma, who was appointed as CBI director. Hafiz Saeed placed under house arrest. Police in Lahore raided the office of the Jamaat-e-Dawa on Monday and put its leaders Hafiz Saeed and 4 other associates under preventive detention at their residence for the indefinite period. Now moving on to Times of India, the same Hafiz Saeed story is the first story in Times of India. Patnaik's appointment as Delhi top cop is also the lead story in Times of India. Auditors, banker, historian to run cricket in India. This is regarding the BCCI standby committee, which is appointed by the Supreme Court. IT department attaches 42 Benami properties is another headline. Court rejects Kejri plea on DDCA case. A Delhi court dismissed on Monday a plea filed by Arvind Kejriwal and 5 AAP members seeking a chance to be heard in criminal defamation case filed by Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley. Well, that's another story. Arvind Kejriwal always in newspaper for one reason or the other. The next, moving on to Hindustan Times, it also picks the same story of BCCI Board of Cricket, now to be governed by ex-controller and auditor general, a former lady cricketer, women team captain, managing director of development finance company, and a historian Ram Chandra Guha. Modi housing for all plan likely to get a budget boost. So that is the crux of the story in this newspaper, which says Modi is going to give a boost to housing plan. Now in the new budget, which is coming just less than 24 hours from now. Now withdraw 24,000 from ATM in single transaction. The limit is 24,000, but one can transact more than 10,000, which was earlier the scheduled limit. 2611 plotter Saeed under house arrest in Pakistan. That's again taking a front page story in Hindustan Times. And now moving ahead on Indian Express. Indian Express also claims, the first story on the Indian Express says, in video message claims pressure from India, Trump-Modi friendship. Hafiz Laskar Saeed put under house arrest. Republic Day invite for Pak Defence Advisor, first time in 3 years. Hotbed now, which is Uttar Pradesh. Akhilesh government moved to bury 19 cases against political leaders. Kidnapping, fraud, culpable homicide among charges. 13 get SP poll ticket. That's a very heartening news. 19 cases against political leaders Akhilesh government has tried to get rid of, or whatever, give them a lease of life, and out of 19 cases against political leaders, 13 are SP ticket holder for the coming election, which is a very heartening news. In Indian Express also says Supreme Court handpicks former CAG Vinod Rai to head BCCI panel. IT raid Nirav Modi's office and residence. That's another story making headline on the front page of Indian Express. Moving to the business dailies. Vodafone Idea on conference call to create India's biggest telco. The UK-based Vodafone company and its Indian subsidiary Vodafone India and Idea Mobile are set to create the biggest telco in India. Barrier were coming up even before the ban. Enhanced US screening Fox Tech Incorporate view. Barriers were coming up even before the ban. Lengthy administrative processing for H-1B visa holders derail their lives. So all those Indians or Indian techies who work in United States on H-1B visa have a tough time ahead because of the new government, Donald Trump government. In the Mint newspaper, the Vodafone reveals talk for mega merger with Idea. Cash withdrawal limit also has been wiped out, which says that now 24,000 could be taken out of ATMs without any further ado. That takes the precedence. And HDFC, one good news says HDFC beat estimates as Q3 profit rises 12%. With that, we come to the end of this edition of Newspaper Headlines published from Delhi Today. Till we meet again, it's goodbye from Pranav Prakhar.